In this video, we are going to look at some of the common financial mistakes that often lead people to major economic hardship. Even if you are already facing the financial difficulties, steering clear of these mistakes could be the key to survival. So, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel in order not to miss any of our future uploads. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video right away. In June 2021, the US household personal savings rate was 9.4%. Many households live paycheck to paycheck, and an unforeseen problem can easily become a disaster if you are not prepared. The cumulative result of overspending puts people in a precarious position, a position where they need every dime they earn, and one missed paycheck will be disastrous. This is not the position you want to find yourself when an economic recession hits. If this happens, you have very few options. Many financial planners will tell you to keep 3 months worth of expenses in an account where you can access it quickly. Loss of employment or changes in the economy will drain your savings and place you in a cycle of debt paying for debt. Living paycheck to paycheck puts you on a financial edge that makes it impossible to save. This is because the moment money enters your life, it just vanishes away. This becomes more dangerous when you have certain disabilities like health risks or others. That means you are just one catastrophe away from being broke. So it is good you start some side hustle in order to avoid living paycheck to paycheck. Great fortunes are often lost $1 at a time. It may not seem like a big deal when you have a dinner out or other pay-per-view movie, but every little item adds up. Just $25 per week spending on dining out costs you $1,300 per year, which could go down an extra credit or auto payment or several extra payments. If you are doing financial hardship, avoiding these mistakes really matters. After all, if you are only a few dollars away from foreclosure or bankruptcy, every dollar will count more than ever. Put your expenses to check. Cutting back on some purchases, cooking at home, and avoiding impulsive purchases could have a tremendous benefit on your finances. Also, using cashback debit cards are also a very important way of saving money. Ask yourself if you really need items that keeps you paying every month, year and after year. Things like cable television, music services, or high-end gym membership can force you to pay unceasingly but leave you owning nothing. When money is tight or you just want to save more, creating a leaner lifestyle can go a long way of fattening your savings and cushioning yourself from financial hardship. So therefore, any subscription that you do not use again, like Netflix subscription, you can cancel all those subscriptions that you do not use again in order to help you save more money. If you do not get your money working for you in the market or through other income producing investments, you may never be able to stop working. Making monthly contributions to designated retirement account is essential for a comfortable retirement. Take advantage of tax deferred retirement account and or other employer sponsored plan. Understand the time your investment will have to grow and how much risk you can tolerate. Consult a qualified financial advisor to match this with your goals if possible. Most public schools offer very limited education on personal finance. So many people get by with what their parents taught them and what they picked up along the way. It is easy to think you've got all things handled. By learning more about financial literacy and best practices, you could avoid financial mistakes and find your path to financial well-being. You are already doing so by watching our videos, and we are glad you are taking the first step. The good news is there has never been so many free ways to learn to be financial master. Whether you prefer to read blogs, watch videos, or listen to podcasts, educating yourself is the best way to avoid financial mistakes. One of the most common financial traps, especially for individuals in their early stages of their adult life, is accumulating credit card debt. A credit card is a powerful tool to help you build credit history, but a high credit limit can encourage living beyond your means. Many people don't realize that the minimum payment generally only covers interest. While many Americans carry debt from student loans, car loans, stacking credit card debt on top of other debt causes much financial stress. Responsible use of credit cards can provide many benefits, but you want to avoid getting in over your head. However, if you are already carrying big credit card balance, it's not too late to recover. Consider using a personal loan or a credit card with a low balance transfer interest rate to knock down those balance. Then find a credit with a solid reward program and reasonable interest rate for use to everyday purchases while paying it off every month to improve your credit score. Not putting your money to work is a huge financial mistake. The best way to meet your long-term financial goal is with a smart investment strategy that takes advantage of not only your 401k but tax advantage programs such as individual retirement accounts. Where possible, diversify your investment portfolio by participating in programs such as peer-to-peer lending. The earlier you begin to invest, the better off you'll be later. However, it is never too late to implement an investment strategy that meets your long-term financial goals. A qualified financial advisor can help you to develop a strategy that balances risk with return based on your goals and time frame. Just because you can afford the payment doesn't mean you should buy a new car. Cars are depreciating assets, which means they drop in value by age. A new car loses 20 to 30% of its value in the first year of ownership. Depreciation slows down after the first year or two. So a used vehicle in most situations is better value than a new vehicle. You see, millions of cars are sold each year, although few buyers can afford to pay cash for them. However, the inability to pay cash for a new car can also mean inability to afford a car. After all, being able to afford the payment is not the same as being able to afford the car. You see, again, by borrowing money to buy a car, the consumer pays interest on a depreciating asset, which amplifies the difference between the value of the car and the price paid for it. Worse yet, many people trade in their car every 2 or 3 years and loses money on every trade. However, if you need to buy a car or borrow money to do so, consider buying one that uses less gas and costs less to insure and maintain. Cars are expensive, and if you are buying more a car than you need, you might be burning through money that could be saved or used to pay off some debt. One common financial mistake is failing to build a financial plan or a budget. Your financial plan is a roadmap to accomplish your financial goals. It's about establishing smart goals and an investment and saving strategy to get you there. Meeting with a financial planner is often recommended for a strong start. You see, your budget is how you allocate your money every month. Strong budget helps you to ensure that you are taking care of your needs and living within your means, as well as allocating funds